everyone, today I'm sharing with you how to make 3 things using your little fabric scrap. You can do this to sell or for gift or even for yourself. The one fabric I use here, I'm using this little fabric that laying around and I cut in here 3.5 inches. You can go all different size. I did the pass is 2 inches, 2.5, 3 inches and 4. So this is 3.5 inches I share with you today. So you can pin this right in the center. You don't need to do around. It's very easy. So you're gonna sew a 1/4 of an inch around, but you're gonna leave about 1.5 inches open. So sew it here, so all the side, leave this open so you can inside out. 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. And I have bought the marble from the Dollar Tree. Get the flat one. The one is like that. It's flat. It helps a lot. So you're gonna put it inside here. Don't use bean. I try not to use bean because it's not strong enough to hold the fabric or anything for you down. This is for you to cut like a big piece of fabric and it curled up and one end and then the other end is hard for you to keep track with where they lie up. So put on the corners and then you start cutting. It'll hold the fabric down for you. So this is good enough, you know. Oh, one more. Okay, so you feel it. You can see this. It's enough room for you to sew. I'm gonna apply this area. Now this is the 3.5 inches and this is the 3 inches I sew and this is 2 inches. So let me just show you how that performs here. Okay, let me just get something. Just keep you on the symbol right here. So when you bring out the interface and it's like just a big piece like this and you want to cut and it keep like curled up, or sometimes you leave it there and it hold for you. Just give you an idea and then leave it one right here and then you start cutting this out. So this is something that I use and it worked so well. When I cut with the big one, I use this to hold the fabric or anything for me at the corner so I can cut down the straight line. And the second one, the second item I shared today, this is the pin cushion. I cut in here this 3.5 inches, but you can go to 4 inches. You don't want to go too crazy. So I need 8 in 4 different colors. So each colors have 2 pieces. So I have the purple and the yellow, 2. And then I have 2 blue and 2 pink. So now you're going to pair together. Okay. Let's just pair this together. And pair this together. And this one, the purple and the yellow, pair this together. And pair this together. We're going to sew. Okay. So you're going to go and sew like a triangle, diagonal, all the way here. Make sure it's all lined up. You get the ruler, you can just go from one pointy here, go to the other pointy. And that is that. So everyone, after I sew, let me just zoom in. Okay, so after I sew the purple and the yellow and the pink with the blue, I'm gonna go and cut this. So when you cut, you're gonna make sure you cut, like, leave a quarter up and in. You can press on the side if you want to. So everyone, after I do iron in the back flap out like this, and then I line up like this. So now we're gonna sew this together and flap this two together, right side touching the right side. Quarter up an inch seam allowance, you're gonna sew this line, and a quarter up an inch, you're gonna sew this line. So after I sew two together and two together, now these two going to sew together. Make sure the sew line touches the sew line. Useful. So sew this straight line. So after I done sewing in here, you can just press it. You don't need to do much here. Let's just put that on the side. And here I cap cut two pieces of fabric. It is 3.5 inch by 6.5 inches. Right side facing together. And from here, a quarter of an inch seam allowance you're going to sew. But you're going to leave one area right here open. You're going to leave about 2 inches open. So sew it from here, quarter up and into here and stop. Leave this open, sew it down here. After I sewed it together, and then I press on the side, flap it out like that, and you can see this opening space. Now I have cut in here. This is 5.5 inches circle. So you can get the paper, any kind of paper you want. You fold the paper in half and then you fold again. I want a 5.5 inches circle, so I'm gonna go around here 2 3/4 of an inch all around. Then I come up with 5.5 inches. Let me just fold on this side too, so everything can be center. So then I'm placing here and I make sure that the fold on the circle here and touching the fold of the fabric, and then make sure everything, you can move this around. Leave all of these so in the future when I need it I use it. I bring this back in here, so I'm going to make sure this line right here touching the line. Everything touching like this. This sew line gotta meet the sew line. Sew this around here. Now when I'm done sewing around, I'm gonna go and trim this. Now I finished in the back. So now go in here and I go right in the center of this, right in the center. I'm gonna go down here. It's gonna pull this down. It's so cute. Look at this, everyone. So adorable. All right, I'll show you the next one. Here I have cut 8 square and 3-inch square piece. I have 4 blue and 4 red. The red one I already fold and diagonal like a triangle, right side facing up. Now I'm going to place the fold of this triangle facing in like this. When you cut the fabric, I suggest you to cut on the thicker paper, and then after that you trace on the fabric and then you cut it out always perfect. Then one more, you place 2 in 1, perfect. And then you go into get this one, the other one of the blue, place it on it. Make sure the corner stay with the corner and everything it line up nicely. That way you can see when my cutting, it always perfectly square all around because I cut on the paper and then I trace it. When I show you the project during the day, if I have some time at night, I cut the fabric. Okay, so now you're going to sew on this side 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Sew this side on the left side only. Okay, this one you're gonna do the same thing. So facing this one, right at the corners, both of them. And then place this one right side facing together. You're going to sew on the side here 1/4 of an inch seam. I'm done sewing, and then I go in here, spread this out. You're going to make sure that everything line up here so you can sew this two together. So make sure the sew line touching the sew line perfectly, okay? It's very important, everyone. Make sure you clip it right in the sew line first and then straight this out on the side. It's really important to make sure everything is lined up. Move the fabric if you have to move the fabric, move it. Okay? You have to make sure everything is lined up nicely, okay, everyone? Very important. So make sure that you do that. Okay, I'm gonna add more clip here because it's a little thick. Okay, so right here, 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, you're gonna sew this straight line. So everyone, after I sew on this line right here, go into the back, and then you go into spread this open, iron this, turn the iron up high because it's thicker now. So pretty. And then go on the side. You see how everything line up? So make sure you're doing that. Just take your little time, but it's perfect. So I'm gonna put on the side, And here I'm using the same thing. Like, remember we cut the square of 3 inches, and I have cut the fabric in here at 3.5 inches. I cut the picture right in the center like this, and then I'm gonna place the 3 inches on top of the 3.5 inches square, just like so. And then you're going to iron this on the extras on the side. Just iron up down. Okay, look in here, nice and perfect the square in the picture. And I'm gonna take the paper out. And then you bring it back in here. You're gonna place the center. Make sure the corner here, touching the corner like this, the pointy go out that way. And you make sure that everything is nice and even. Okay, let me just put the, I'm gonna pin this here first, so it can hold it for me. Because when I do, it's gonna move. This side, you're gonna fold down like this. And you're going to iron this. Or you can press before you iron. This is perfectly beautiful. Look at that, everyone. And then you're going to iron this down. We're going to sew this after. Like that. That is one side. I'm going to pin this down so you can see, okay? And then on this side, you're gonna flap down the same, but on here, you make sure that if it doesn't go to the corner, then you have to move that fabric, move it down to the corner, okay? You have to go like this, pointy over here, and then iron. So around here, go to here, sew this, and go to here, you sew this. You can match the thread color if you want to, and you sew this line right here. Okay, now this is it, everyone. So I sewed it here around this, all around, and then go to here, and I sewed it here, and I sewed it here. So this is the idea to give you, if you want to, you can add another layer of the fabric. Put the fabric down and then cut exactly the same size, and then you sew all around, leave the space open so you can inside out, and you can turn into the coaster, or you can do many of this to make a quilt. So that basically is, everyone. You decide whatever you want to do. I'm just gonna show you the technique how to do this amazing quilt from the fabric scrap that you have around your house, but you don't know what to do. So this is basically it. Okay, and so like that, and then this, and the thing for you to hold the fabric when you cut. So this is it. This is I don't know how many inch I told you, I forgot, but anyway, so very useful thing that you can make from fabric scrap, everyone. Stay safe, take care. Thank you for watching. Your like, your share, and support, your comment, really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. Love you. Stay safe.